left Scarborough since the amalgamation. Where you see city of is a corporation for real. Jane and Finch is an intersection, not a hood or a block or a community where a youth got shot, but back to the borough. Sean Rose Guard, a park with cut grass, running for councilmen, hip-hop engineers and RAS. Not giving to get or live in regret. Pissy elevators, shroud lights, starts and sunsets. Got youths in the bubble vest, fake leather uptowns. Big shades and hats, skinny jeans showing butt clowns. Yeah, I said it, and what now? You're gonna buck rounds, disarming butt clowns after I rush clowns. Everybody's a potential agent, I was once even. Friends stabbed up from Flemo beefing with region. Ancestors protected me, driving from clubs weaving. Not to wrap my car around the pole, leave my mom's grieving. Repping colors and blocks and gang signs we dying for. And innocent bystanders and sons you're crying for. When sons wearing that big hat they call fitted and charged. Ask who done it, say the borough did it.
Tell them the borough did it. Tell them the borough did it. Tell them the borough did it. Tell them the borough did it. Tell them the borough did it. Tell them the borough did it. Tell them the borough did it. Tell them the borough did it. Tell them the borough did it. Tell them the borough did it. Tell them the borough did it. Tell them the borough did it. Tell them the borough did it. Tell them the borough did it. Tell them the borough did it. Tell them the borough did it.
The corporation of the city of Scarborough only own blue street signs with Toronto. In conspiracy, all fact, no theory. I see them tobagging them down Iroquois burial mounds. No more block repping if it's not a Mexum. Northwest Latin longitude lines, no colors I'm repping. And when I'm repping, it's every color in the spectrum. If you want beef, Mother Nature is my weapon. This storm is not X-Men, but I'm Morocco Meccan. Big nose and big lips in the face section. What they repping is fashion from Gaylord Taylors. Thanking fake Christ for awards and they rain in paper. And using mind control, got the soul mental rapers. When you rep a block, become a gold scaper. Can't rep blocks nowadays, these codes of the streets. Got youths going to jail for gun clapping on peeps. Playing a role, or lay in a hole, or do some dead time. Government cops want your cough for paying debt time. Make sure you rep the right block as a home. See your son acting like a Lil Wayne rapper clone. Got you scratching your head wondering what this is. Who made your offspring scapegoats by calling them kids? Corporations own jails and put in the biggest bids. Human resources has been big businesses.
Tell them the borough did it. 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 Yeah.
Right away. Right away. Yo, Tone, feeling this one. I ain't shit. Right away. Rapid Inquisition. What? Right away. Rapid Inquisition. My favorite comics are like Dave Chappelle, Turn Down Cash, like Tommy Davidson and Severe Bay, Take You to Class. It's not about just jokes, ask George Carlin. Or like in Black Knight, the more was Lawrence Martin. Hurt your feelings, facing death as in a true romance. Lyrical punic war rappers won awards from romance. It's mostly homo singing when it comes to slow jams. No more 93.5 mind control programs. Listen for a minute, I suggest no more. Cause 1 second over make you hum songs you don't care for. Artists you don't care for, you can't prepare for. They do some crazy acts and jaw slap the floor. I do believe some change, most say they can't. But quick to go to church on Sunday, clasping hands, buying acts and grand. Zombies pack the stands, leaving children, babysitting children. I hack the plans. I am MC, not a tight pants rapper man. It's still boom bye bye to the heads of Batty man. That's rapping and left hung lines by widow spiders thread. I flow like blowing smoke, I'm kinda red. With no ECE, put nursery rappers rhymes to bed. If they give a contract, soul, sign you're dead. Real MC, deeper than rap Aquaman. Blame a euro when I flow, not a cracker man.
Raka! North Star! That way. The North Star's that way. Canaanland moves. Read off, we pay every day. Uplift the fee cause we all pays. We enforce the law and we obey. Forefathers from before is still today. Reading my Quran and my Torah. You
universal laws in more ways. Read 4 chapters, receive it 4 ways. Great divine love rules our verse. Before I circle blocks, man, I circle 7s first. You bust the image, but your rhymes hurt. You clear 13, disrespecting earth. Love, but it's all in God's plan. Today's mathematics don't judge a man. Unity of life, embodiment of truth. I'm responsible for every deed, cause I seen the proof. No, but Drew X, do I have to draw it out for you? Cause nationality is not a color I can use. Jurisprudence, standing on my square, even without shoes. On the highest authority, spirit of blue. Marcus Coffee, whirlwind times 2. The world's in the wind when the trumpet blew.
Stand up, go into your bathroom. If you got a big floor to ceiling, cut the light on and stand and take a good hard look at yourself. You are the Moorish government, you know, and it took me a long time to get to understand that concept. I self-law am master. If I can govern myself, if I can govern my household, that's what I should be doing. Why should I walk out of my door and then leave everything that I know about myself in the house to go out and adopt something that I have no knowledge thereof? Offense. So we need to stop asking that question. I ask myself this question: if not me, then who?
Death and wisdom, my friends, intelligent creatures, guardians of sacred knowledge, Olmecan features, secrets of the afterlife, manifest the present day. Dirty mortals and scoundrels lose their heads in a pleasant way. Deceit and deception, negative past thoughts, keeps awareness on point, spirit messages never off. Inner realizations, encounter the higher selves, next plane existence, explains my consistence. Without a foe you never know, so past most resistant. Divinity, my twin flame, side chick and mistress, metaphysic, Kabbalistic, Almaroc mystic, patriarch, papistics, make my thoughts sadistic, so indigenous, call me Americanistic, invoking the ancestors, Saracen cryptic, suns on rotation, flows ecliptic, shatter all illusions, reveal the realistic, sitting in the dark, holding the light marvelous, recognize the artifice, skin so carbonous, hair so antenna, I feel them from Vienna, myriad of virtues, lessons, in reptilian henna, enlightenment seekers won't find it in mainstream. Focus as a laser, stay balanced like a beam. Not even a gymnast. Whenever I flip this, as above, so below. Get out when within this. Don't think I'm a slave, cause I speak in English. Drew, I'll leave the water, watch your flames get extinguished. Living in your higher, lower self is relinquished. Reputation of master teachers, call it distinguished.
Popping now. Finally. Oh yeah, it's on and popping now. Finally, after all of this time, they finally sent me my doggone authenticated birth certificate. Man. And I'm only showing y'all a little bit of the CUSIP because I don't know how damaging that is if I show it to y'all. But that's the major thing you want, that CUSIP number up there so you can lodge your birth certificate or authenticated birth certificate with the stockbrokers at E.G. Edwards or whatever the other broker firm is that you
they're secured party creditor, but they're going to brokers. They got credit, but they're going to brokers. Others saw the wars. We had an early one today. No class later, but we got an early one in. We got an early one in for the people who are caught up. The people who are caught up and thinking nationality is gonna get you, some mansion or something like that. Make all your tickets that you got as a nigger disappeared. You know, let them leave you alone. And the only reason this is happening because you have this birth certificate that your mom did a contract with the state and made you a slave. So now to get out of it, you gotta claim the birth certificate. You gotta go after the birth certificate as if that has something to do with you. Like the Moor said, read R.V. Bay every day. You think that's some hip-hop song? BS? That's a real thing. That read R.V. Bay every day is real. That's an actual real thing. There's Moors who actually do that. That's not some line in a song. We're going to go to R.V. Bay Publications. And of course, you know, they cover a lot of bases. So, you know, let's just see what they have to say. Honors to rvbaypublications.com, the online Moorish University, the first online Moorish University. And anybody who doesn't tell you, go there, they're playing you. Because they want to be the man. And everybody who's on the up and up knows that Noble Drew Ali is the man. Ain't nobody else is the man. I don't care what they claim they got or they could do for you. I remember talking about birth certificate. And we're not talking about Moors who already know what's up. We're talking to Moors who know what's up. We're talking to the one or two people out there, the handful saved, who are sick and tired of being sick and tired and really want to change something. And there's all these schemes out there of people taking this instrument called the birth certificate and bringing that into the Moorish information as if it applies with it, when it has nothing to do with you being a Moor or anything like that. Not that, you know, you can't claim it. Not that there isn't a process that you could go pay your fiat. That's all they care about. You give them fiat, they'll do anything for you. Depends how much fiat you're willing to pay. You can pay your little fiat and go authenticate the birth certificate. In you doing that, in you saying, I'm going to go authenticate the birth certificate, and then you went to their office and used their form, and then or went on their website and used their form and sent it to their address and all that stuff. Obviously, you're not the creditor. Obviously, you're a debtor. If they're the authenticator and you're the authenticatee, then they have superior authority. And you went to them to give it to them. They didn't take it from you, you know, like they did to your ancestors. You gave it up. You gave it up. I want to bring this thing up to you. I'll go back again.
Oh yeah, it's on and popping now. Finally, after all of this time, they finally sent me my dog on authenticated birth certificate. Man. And I'm only showing y'all a little bit of the Q-SIP because I don't know how damaging that is if I show it to y'all. But that's the major thing you want, that Q-SIP number up there so you can lodge your birth certificate or authenticated birth certificate with the stockbrokers at E.G. Edwards or whatever the other broker firm is that you check your stocks and get in the stocks app. But yeah, that's it right there. All of that. You know, y'all see this part right here, right? For all y'all that don't know what this document mean, look at the last sentence. And that such seal, that one right there, is entitled to full faith and credit. You know?
So you saw the key word that they used to try to reel you in? You heard it right. Because everybody's in debt, so they're going to talk credit to you. But let's see what RV Bay Publications has to say. More on birth certificate redemption and amnesty declarations. We as Moors keep abandoning our ancestral estate and our obligations and responsibilities instead of honoring our foremothers and forefathers and the principles of civilization established by them. We have gained further information regarding the birth certificate redemption. Wow. Possibly similar to the suggestion of amnesty. What would Moors be in amnesty about, and to whom? Even if Moors were to recognize the truth that they had Albions in slavery first, it ought to be clear that the Treaty of Peace and Friendship was to establish peace, and the American Constitution established the law of the land so that no one would be molested no matter what their citizenship rank is. So even if you have a birth certificate, you're supposed to get protected by the law. The supreme law of the land still protects you. The Treaty of Peace and Friendship still allows peace to reign. Are people going to be peaceful? That's up to them. But peace can reign through the treaty if people do what they're supposed to do. Are they going to do what they're supposed to do? Clearly they're not. That doesn't mean that it's void though. Therefore, it is already done. Anything outside of that is a trap and a trick. It was the brutish Moors who had the Slavics in captivity in jails as debtors and criminals. They were and are the true debtors, not Moors, and definitely not Moors in and on their own land. Prophet Noble Drew Ali said, I declare you are a nation, and you are rich, my children. You are simply rich. Instead, Moors are continuing to abandon their estate with a birth certificate redemption process of late. This is about birthrights, not about corporate artifices that we keep giving life to that it simply does not have, as it is a void ab initio and is a proof of human trafficking and was never necessary and does not change one's descent nature. Many are having a difficult time wrapping their heads around this because they are still in mental slavery. And it is the way they perceive the problem that is the problem. Many have a difficult time wrapping their heads around this because they are still in mental slavery. And it is the way they perceive the problem is the problem. The problem is not the problem. Problem is what it is. It's supposed to teach you a lesson. You're supposed to learn. You're supposed to evolve. The problem is not the problem. How our people perceive the problem. Because perceive the problem with the wrong eyes, how are they going to get out of it? They'll never get out of it. It's going to be a cyclical downward spiral. Isn't that where the people are at now? So if a screw's going one direction to go in, how are you going to get it up? You're going to keep going the same direction that you were going? Or are you going to put this in reverse? Oh. Our people are in mental slavery. Our people are in mental slavery. They don't even know that they have mental slavery. Which is why the Moors have the obligation of, uplifting fallen humanity. Because what Moors have is really what's going to do that. Nothing else is going to do that. Only what honorable, righteous, active Moors are presenting. That's the only ones presenting something worth the people putting their attention to so they can be saved. Because ain't nobody coming to save you, no president, prime minister, leader guy, nothing like that. It's either save yourself or perish. The Moors have the key to save yourself. And the key is perception. We've looked through every other lens: Negro, black, colored, African, Indian, Hispanic, Latin. We look through every lens except the Moorish lens. That's a whole different perspective. And the perspective of the problem is that we're actually the problem. Problem not some European or whatever like that. Problem's not some virus or whatever. How do you get that? How the hell you end up getting the stuff? How? What are you doing that you end up getting the stuff? Came back to yourself. What were you doing? How come you got it? You're doing something you shouldn't have been doing, or you wouldn't have got the stuff. Perspective. Right? You thought you just go anywhere and just do whatever you want because perspective. There is a process going around which equates to clear abandonment of Moors' ancestral estate. We have ascertained that this is a process for foreign Europeans who wish to come out from under the USA citizenship and who do not want to claim their nationality in honor of their mothers and fathers because they too have been corporate citizens of the USA. So I found this blog from 2004, Mike. Mike was confused about something because Mike's not from this side of the planet. All right? Mike's not from this side of the planet. But Mike was questioning, why America instead of United States of America? This question may have already been asked, but I have always wondered why most United Statesians call themselves Americans and refer to their country as America. To my knowledge, there are 5 continents: Africa, America, Asia, Europe, and Oceania. Spaniards refer to ourselves as Spanish and not Europeans. I reckon that an Argentinian is as much American as a Canadian, Costa Rican, or somebody from the USA. Moreover, and if there were 6 continents, North and South America, as separated units, Canadians and Mexicans would also be Americans with the same rights to this name as those from the United States of America, USA. It puzzles me. It puzzles many of us here in Europe, Spain, any idea why the name has been appropriated in such an overwhelming way? Why hasn't the name been misappropriated? United States of America is everything on the West. It's in the West. It's the United States of America. If it's west of the Atlantic Ocean, it's the United States of America. This is what the world knows. And the world knows that North, South, and Central America are not countries. The world knows this. The world knows that the United States of America is geographical. That's not a country. They know this. The world knows this. So, because these Europeans that are in America don't want to go back home, because they don't want to go back home to their nationality, this process called redemption of the birth certificate is for them. It's not something that we should be doing, because the United States of America has nothing to do with us in the context of them having a Department of State and them having these different offices, different seats of power, and people sit in them and do their job. Sometimes they don't, and we got some issue where we'll go to them. That's not how it works. We're supposed to have our own version of that. But we don't. Because we've been violating since Noble Drew Ali transitioned. Our people have been violating. Ever since the 1930s, our people have been violating. And not violating anything other than honoring their foremothers and forefathers. So the children are going to be dying younger and younger and younger and younger until people realize that they effed up and take some responsibility for the madness that, we've created. When they say United States of America, that includes Canaanland, Mexico, Brazil, the islands. That includes Atlantis, if that was there. Because it's all on this side. But the people aren't called continents. People are called what country that they're from. We say that we're Moors. We're tying ourselves to a country called Morocco. Well, you're in America, you can't say that because Morocco's over there. No, Morocco's not only over there. Morocco's also over here. And we're not talking about an empire. We're talking about a country over here. That's all we're Moors. over here. Because we're obviously from Morocco if we're Moors. We're obviously from Morocco if we're Moors. Obviously. They came here on boats as slaves, gained their independence, and later by droves, they came via Ellis Island, which is proven in the Congressional Records, Library of Congress, and throughout their history books, they admit the same. The European colonists and their descendants want to be Americans, but they cannot be American nationals. Only Moors are American nationals, tied to the land by heritage, birthright, and inheritance. So only Moors are American nationals. Don't look at just these people in North America only. All the people in Mexico, those are Moors, and the Brazilians are Moors, and the Chileans are Moors, the Paraguayans, Venezuelans, all of them are Moors. All of them are Moors too. And that stuff that they're claiming, Brazilian and all that stuff, that's really their tribal affiliation. That's not really who they are. That's their tribe. As indigenous people, they be in the tribes. They're Moors. That's their bloodline. The European colonists and their descendants want to be Americans, but they cannot be American nationals because they're not heirs to here. They're not heirs to here. They're foreigners to the Americas. So they can't make estate claims. They have no jurisdiction to make a claim. The only way they have jurisdiction is if the indigenous people want to be Negro, black, colored, and all these other fictions, and thinking their tribe is their nation state. Putting themselves right back into slavery because majority of them are doing that because their nigger leaders told them they're black and proud. So now they're black and proud to death. And see themselves dying, and they still want to be black and proud, knowing that they're dying because black means death. Just look it up in the dictionary. Nothing personal. If your toes and fingers are turning black, you probably want to go check somebody ASAP. Right? European colonists are not Americans. So what is this birth certificate redemption all about? It is an intended attempt to make voidable the birth certificate and all of the other artificial constructs established from it. However, it is already void. There is no need to go through any process to make something voidable when it is void ab initio. So the instruments void. The instrument, the birth certificate that people have been chasing, thinking that they're going to get something, it's a void instrument. So if you put some type of energy into something that's void, does that give that energy? It doesn't, does it? Thing's still void, isn't it? No matter what you do, it's going to be void. Isn't that how void works? Now, when we check the Etiman for void. Void is a gap. Void is a gap, right? Unfilled space. Absolute empty space. So, if this is a instrument that they're telling you that you can go to these people and they're gonna put, now you got the seal on it and whatever. If it's void, if it's an unfilled space and a gap, how did they even put a seal on it? How do you put a seal on a gap? Let me see you put your palms together, separate them, and then that space right there, put a seal there, let me see. They put a seal on a gap. Just like these Masons told these people, yeah, a diploma is a rolled up piece of paper. And then everybody has the stuff on the wall open, talking about that's a diploma. No, it's not. This piece of paper behind glass. Piece of paper behind glass, that means something? I thought it's supposed to be rolled up. Isn't that how they give it? They don't give it open when you go across the stage and all that stuff. It's rolled up, isn't it? And what are they giving them? Isn't that their stuff that they're giving them? So why you just put it rolled up on the wall? Like why did you even unroll it? Oh, you were told, you're gonna put it on, and then put it in a picture frame and hang it on the wall. Oh, that's what you're told the diploma is. All right. And you want to know why the world's dumb? And people not doing what they're supposed to do? You still don't realize why? Instruments void. Carry on. Carry on. At any rate, the process involves taking the birth certificate and other identification that proves that you are the person on the birth certificate and have it notarized by a notary as a matter of fact by your own admission. By your own admission. Nobody told you go do birth certificate redemption, whatever. You listen to some clown on IG or whatever. But they're supposed to have the knowledge. They're supposed to know what they're telling you. They're supposed to be telling you what it is. They didn't do that. They decided to sell you this idea of redeem some authority through some void instrument that you went to a notary to have them verify it. And then the Secretary of the State that you're at, that you think that the United States is a country and they have states, when you're absolutely void in the mind. There's a gap there that you need to fill. USA is a corporation having nothing to do with the ancestral estate of Moors, other than doing business on their land and fooling the sleeping people into believing they are the government or their government. Fooling the sleeping people. Fooling the sleeping people. Because they've been going with the false narrative. They've been going with what the colonists has been telling them. what it is. Right. Thank goodness Moors know their birthrights and heritage are unalienable, and this North American land is their ancestral estate that cannot be aliened either. When someone could come into your house, and steal your stuff while you're in the house still, seeing them steal the stuff, and your choice to get them to stop stealing the stuff is go to them and get them to put some seal on some document so that you can get your stuff back. You just played yourself. There ain't no local Secretary of State and Department of State Secretary and all that. There's none of that. All those are corporate offices. Have nothing to do with the indigenous people. As soon as you go to them to get something, they're the authority. And you just gave it to them. It's not even like they took it from you. Do Moors really intend to go through with this? To go to the local state foreign government to authenticate themselves against a void ab initio birth certificate receipt, which is proof of human trafficking and genocide violations. Just because it was created does not mean it is binding, and it certainly is not a lawful binding contract, as it is not a contract at all. Don't blame it on your mother's actions. As I repeat, it is not a contract, and if it were, she was not given full discourse, which makes it void again. So it's void already. It's void already. And now you're putting your mom in there and blaming her because she did something. If that's not the epitome of not honoring your foremothers and forefathers. Because you hear them. Your mom did a contract and then your mom shouldn't have did the contract and all that. Throw your mom under the bus for a void instrument. You have no honor. That's why they do what they do. Right now, regarding these temples and all this stuff that, Moorish Science Temples and all that, right? Temples are to operate as Moors' state houses. Yet most of them and their members and leadership do not enforce the American national constitution, although they say they are nationals. Go figure. And of which they are obligated to it and have a responsibility to enforce it. The Moorish Science Temples of America are your Asiatic states in America. Because you already got your authority, you got your constitution, you got everything that you need that takes to save a nation. You got your holy book, you got your fez, your turban. What more do you want? You even got your little button to put on the turban. You need something else still? You need more than that? You got a prophet. What more do you want? Right? They sold out. They sold out for the bag. Because those buildings are supposed to be your state houses. Not some go pray and sing to Noble Drew Ali. You're not supposed to be singing hymns to Noble Drew Ali. This is not a religious movement. This is divine and national. This is not religious though. This is not sing hymns to Noble Drew Ali Temple. That's not what it's supposed to be. That's supposed to be your state house. And all those people in those seats of power in the Moorish Science Temple are elected officials. This said government. This said government. Not that government over there. This said government. Yeah, for the dummies who are going to be confused, this is not dogmatic. You dummies are gonna. When Noble Drew Ali said religious, yeah, he was talking about the right. Enforce the Constitution. You forgot? Oh yeah, because these people are going to tell you that Drew Ali didn't say enforce the Constitution. Okay, well he's standing up for religious rights. What's he standing up for religious rights for if it's not a constitutional right? You tell you divine rights? To divine rights, right? Instead, they go along with enforcing the individual corporate state constitutions, which derive their authority pursuant to the American National Constitution law of the land, wherein they are forbidden to create statutes that violate the constitutionally secured liberties of the people. And that is why Article 6 protects that from happening. Protects that from happening. But what are these Moors telling you about? State constitution and go with that. Why would they enforce the state constitution? Especially when you know it's a fraud, one. And two, you know it's going to be filled with color in order for the states to be claiming authority that they don't have. And again, remember, because of all this corruption that you're seeing going on right now with the states, is why Noble Drew Ali had temples which were supposed to be in every state so that that could be your state in the state of whatever. And everything goes through the temple because that's your state. It can't run like that right now. Right? Because these criminals want their way. And they have our own to help them have their way. I remember all this is from rvbaypublications.com, that all these traders and sellouts are going to tell you don't go there to go learn. And we're on there for, what, an hour or something? Just reading this two. We ain't even got through 2 pages yet. We haven't got through 2 pages yet. And look how far and wide and vast. Just from saying, hey, I wonder what they mean when they say birth certificate redemption. What do they mean by that? Oh, you know what? Let me just go check RV Bay Publications. Punch that in. Page will come up. Multiple pages will come up where they're talking about it. And then you do your research. You put in your time. Don't be like these knuckleheads out here over here. That they're so confused and all that stuff. They're playing religious games with you. Yes, the sellout traders gave up their own authority. But they would only do that if they were, one, incompetent and didn't know what it is that they had that Noble Drew Ali brought for them, or two, unless they're a trader. And Noble Drew Ali kept this stuff simple. So anybody who's against it or anybody causing confusion, anybody trying to mess stuff up, they're working with the other side. However it is they're working with them, we don't know if they're getting a personal check. We don't know. We don't know. All we know is that anybody should be able to get this. Right? And then you can't come all the way up to salvation, have your salvation, and then turn around and then start talking about your freedmen. You're freedmen and you deserve the rights of freedmen and all this. Right? No. Drew Ali had the stuff locked down. It wasn't locked down because of, some mystical, and he threw the chicken bones over his shoulder or whatever like that, and that's how he did everything. He was a master in many realms. Business realm, he was a master at manufacturing companies and all that stuff. Divine realm, he was a master, brought Moors high. Know thyself science. Right. No, remember Sabir said it. Being Moorish American doesn't bring in no finance. Being a Moor doesn't bring in money. That's another way how you know who the teachers are. Go to the Jurisprudence page. Go to the Jurisprudence page. Of rvbapublications.com that all these sellouts and traders are going to tell you don't listen to them and don't go study from there. You cannot run from the straw. However, you can choke it. This is probably what was meant when Drew Ali said not to get rid of it. He didn't say to use it because he said to do all new business in your new name, whether annexed with L or Bay, indicating you are now under your Moorish nation and status. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. Once you realize you're not Negro black colored, then stop being Negro black colored and stop being what your ancient foremothers and forefathers were, without doubt or contradiction. Annex, affix, L or Bay, and start being yourself in your lawful status. You only go redeem a birth certificate for that. That's your right to do that. And we already know, because of the name that we have, that we're under some kind of servitude. Like Jeffries, Franklin, and Joseph. Those are fiction names. So if we have these fiction names and we know that those aren't the names of our foremothers and forefathers, then logically it's about correcting that. The correction is putting El Herbe on there. If you're really, on the level, you got Day, Al, and Ali and all that. Right? All right. That's all it is. Changing your perspective. The way that they told you how it's supposed to go, that's not how it's supposed to go. They played you. But if you studied, you would know how it's supposed to go. If you studied, you would know how it's supposed to go. This is for those who want to go from speculative to operative. Those who want to stay speculative, you're eventually going to be bored and you're going to go back to that nigger state that the Prophet found you and turn to some turncoat or just disappear off the face of the earth. He said not to get rid of it because it is proof of usurpation of the natural people to deny them from their inheritance. As example, if you are going to the United Nations to report infractions, you must be of a nation, otherwise you cannot speak. This is what happened to Ralph Bunche back in the 60s. Everyone thought he wasn't allowed to speak at the United Nations because of prejudice towards Negroes. However, that was not the case. Negroes are not a nation. Reparations is for repairing a nation, of which that cannot happen for Negroes, coloreds, blacks, etc. However, the nation already exists, and that is why Drew Ali proclaimed it for us. I guess that is why he said, I declare you are a nation. He did the work and made the proclamation official. Now we have to make the declaration. His statement regarding use of the slave or straw name has been misinterpreted and misrepresented. This misrepresentation is due to lack of studying, as he advised. He said, study, study, study. And when you have studied well and would ask me what to study next, I would reply, study yourselves. Isn't it simple? It's real simple. It's real easy. Right? People out here want to make it advance. Right? Guess y'all not fasting during Ramadan. I ain't Muslim, so I don't know what you're talking about. Ramadan and all that stuff. I'm not no Muslim. You fast every day. You don't need Ramadan to fast. Get the hell out of here. It's not religion. It's not dogmatic. Answer the Moors who are doing their Ramadan and all that stuff. Do your thing. But we come from Rasta school. You always fast. Fast not sometime for one period, one time. You're always fasting, especially now. All this madness. When last you do a phone fast? When last time you left the phone at home? Nice to do a not talking fast. You do a shut the TV off fast. You do a stop eating chicken fast. Stop drinking coffee fast. McDonald's coffee, that is. You're not going to go there. You're going to do your little Muslim, your little Moorish Muslim stuff, thinking you're impressing somebody. Yeah, when you do a water fast, you do a fruit fast. Tell me about Ramadan, that's when you're fasting. What about every other time of the year? You're nothing? You're just being a glutton every other time of the year? Stop it. You do a Quran fast. Koran fast. You know, read that every day. Start reading that BS. Many have also misunderstood the so-called capturing of the straw and have taken it out of its proper legal and lawful content, wherein they have placed liens on it and have copyrighted it. This is not a good thing, because you ought not copyright something that is not yours. The birth certificate is a negotiable instrument against the straw construct. However, it is not the record of the straw construct. The record was established at the birth of the child. You are never given the birth record. Another reason why you cannot destroy it, own it, or capture it. You are always given a copy of the certificate, of which a certificate implies a negotiable financial instrument. This is why it is important that mothers, parents, have knowledge of this and refrain from accepting these instruments against their child, as they are selling their own children into bureaucratic slavery without knowing it. Oh no, they don't read Clock of Destiny and all that stuff. That's Masonic. They don't read Clock of Destiny. They don't read R.V. Bay publications. They don't listen to Taj Tariq Bay's videos. They don't watch Canaanland Moors. They don't look at any active Moors. They're telling you that Rise of the Moors are terrorists and all this. Right? That's how they talk. As soon as they talk like that, I don't care if they're constitutional. They're a fraud and they're a sellout. As soon as they start talking about R.V. Bay, don't go there. Don't listen to Taj Tariq Bay. They start calling Canaanland Canada and all that stuff. Be mindful of these Moors. Right? Just like we put up in the video earlier. Well, you know what? Yeah. We'll go watch that. Let's go watch that.
Stand up and fight. And like Yogi Twali said, at the risk of your very life, defend the movement and the prophet. Just because. Right? It's what our ancient forefathers and forefathers did.
Why you call Biden Invasion Day? You know? Like, why would Moors who have this flag, right? Why would Moors who have this flag be promoting this type of stuff right here to people? And what's this say? This is what they're about? This is what they're repping? This is what they're repping. Right? This is the newmoreorder.com. Give them their plug. And then they have their Noble's Chicken Shack, chasing the Canadian jerk chicken with my head on it, walking around his city with my face on his shirt. Now, this is not some fudge packer stuff and all that. We're going to plug them all so you know. We're going to plug them all. Don't forget, go buy everything from newmoreorder.com. 45 notes for a t-shirt with Kudro's face on it, so you could look like a homo running around your neighborhood with my face on your shirt. Now back to your regularly scheduled program. So, caveat for those who are guiders. People, there is a way. The problem is the lack of knowledge. This is why the biggest thing we need is to be informed. Knowledge is power, and information is the source. The greatest thing we can do for each other is teach each other. Institutions that we need to erect and operate takes finance, human resource to do so. Finances and or human resources for any nation ought to be for the purpose of the necessities of the nation, unity. Therefore, proper associations may be set up to take dues from the people and are open to all of the people, not just the ones in a club, because all of the people are Moors, and the nation is in need of the resources for nation building. This is a humanitarian movement and must always be moving, lest it is stagnated. Movement denotes life and activity. This is the true intent of the Moorish Divine and National Movement, and the reason Drew Ali established a civic organization with a Rotarian complexion and added on to that which already existed. A religious faction for the condition of the people coming from the Christian indoctrination and the usurpation. They were filled with sickness, sin, and needed to be in these hospitals for the sick, which is what the temple's entry-level purpose and intent is. To teach them the truth about their religion, read religious controversy, so that they could move forward and unfold in true spirituality from whence they came, and their flesh and blood existence manifested from. Thus a divine and national movement was put in place. Religion is law, order, and governmental principles. Let us not forget that law is derived from divine principles, and you cannot have a divine side and a separate national side, because they are one. They are one. Divine and national go together. As soon as they start playing separate them and all that stuff, you already know these people are playing games with you. Right? As soon as they start selling badges, yesterday they were claiming houses or whatever like that, and then today they got badges and they're the consular general of something. Then they bought their badges from China and all that. You know that they're playing you. So you better be studying for yourself so you can know for yourself. Because there's no savior. There's no savior. There's a lot of crooks. There's a lot of crooks out there, but there's no savior. Right? So don't fall for the crooks. Don't fall for the false prophets. Right? Don't fall for the false prophets. The false prophets are the ones that are going to play you. Right? play you. Like we say, we're about the Prophet of Ali in America. We honor all divine prophets. Muhammad, Buddha, Confucius, Jesus, etc. But we're about the Prophet Ali in America. That's who we're about. Right? Noble Ali took away all the secrets. So there's no religious secrets. There's no Masonic secrets. There's no African history secrets. There are no secrets. Jolly opened the floodgates for everybody to know everything. And if people are telling you don't learn a school of thought because Noble Ali didn't bring that, they're an idiot. And you better not be listening to them. You better not be listening to them. Right? Juali took away all the secrets so you can learn everything. Prior to Noble Juali, you didn't have any knowledge of what's what. Prior to Noble Juali, you just went with what the black guys said, what the black guys told you to go study. Noble Juali teaching you metaphysics and all that stuff. You don't even know metaphysics. You Negroes in America, you don't know metaphysics before Juali. So we know that he gave us everything it takes to save a nation. We know that he brought many different perspectives so that everybody can take a place from dumb nigger to highest thinker could have a place in the Moorish movement. Because there's work for everybody to do. And some people choose to not do their work. Some people choose to do other people's work. Right? They got their own ditches to dig. Right? They got their own ditches to dig, but they're not doing that. They're over here talking about, this more over here, why he's not doing what he's supposed to do and all that. Stop the dumb stuff. Stop it. They're all going to fall on their sword. All of them. Majority of them already fell on their sword. That's why if you check the record, just go back, just scan through all the 3,000 videos on the YouTube. And you can see all the different traitors who tried. All the different traitors who aren't here anymore while we're still here. Still here. These so-called scholars and all that stuff, and then they got platforms and all that stuff. None of them have a book. None of them. Yeah, the book's coming. The book's been coming for 12 years. For 12 years, the book's been coming. Right? Claiming that they're scholars. Claiming that they're out here for the liberation of the people. And they're not even giving the people anything for them to save themselves. They just keep dangling carrots in front of the people. Keep people falling for it. Carrots dangling. He's falling for that still? How many traitors aren't here anymore? Because we shut them down? Right? Or we shut them down. I'm telling you, all these people. You give them 2 years, 3 years tops. 3 years tops. They're going to change their name and come up as something new. Or they're going to fall off. They're going to fall off. They're just going to fall off. They're just going to disappear. One day they're just not going to exist. Please. My only master is Noble Juali, and you can't set him straight. So you already lose. Whoever you thought was my master. Whoever you thought was my master, you're tripping. The only master is Juali. Right? Well, yeah, we got many master teachers. You already know who they are. You guys hate them all. You hate them all. You just hate all of our master teachers. You hate all the Moor Avengers. Everybody has something to say about the Moor Avengers. Everyone. Every one of you traitors have something to say about the Moor Avengers. But when it comes to this modern European colonists, oh, you have nothing to say. Matter of fact, you be looking at Kias thinking that's police sitting up in your seat and all that. Aren't you the guy? Aren't you the same guy who's, oh my God, is that police? Nah, that's, and then the drunk next to you, your drunk uncle next to you, that's a Kia. The hell out of here. You and your drunk uncle. Get out of here. See your uncle taking those shots next to you. I thought Drew Ali said you're not supposed to be under intoxicating liquor when you're teaching Moors. How come your drunk uncle? How come you're letting your drunk uncle drink next to you? How you letting your drunk uncle take shots next to you? And Drew Ali said you're not supposed to be teaching while intoxicated. Well, you're not going to go with that one though, right? We're not going to talk about that one. We're not going to talk about when Drew Ali said that. You're not going to talk about when Drew Ali said that. You and your drunk uncle. And your voicemail girlfriend. Your girlfriend's your voicemail. Stop this. You got no wife. Your wife's your voicemail. Probably living at the shelter or something. Talking about you're going home. That's a shelter. That's a damn shelter. What home you going to? Honors to all the Moors. All the Moors who hate our master teachers. Don't worry. Keep hating. For all the Moors who hate the Moorish militia. Don't worry. Keep hating. You know you hate the Moorish militia. They got bail though. They'll be out soon. Don't worry. I'm sure they all got something for all you people when they get out. Don't forget to send the rest of the Moors who's about to get bail energy for tomorrow. I think they're going up tomorrow for their bail hearing. So, make your calls. Make your calls, get your little finance to put in the pot to assist the Moors. Regardless of what these people say, we know these Moors did nothing and these people are criminals. You already know. Honors to all the Moors. They're going to be hating. They're going to be hating. We already know they're going to be hating. But, it is what it is. These Moors drunk uncle put a battery in their back. And here they go now. Now they got a website and all that. Now they got a website. Matter of fact, let's go on their website and see what's going on their website there. See what's on their website. Let's see. Oh shit, they know how to get you, huh? First thing, they got you. First thing. This is how they're trying to get you to buy their soap. This is what they're on. Not what's in it, how good it is for your body and all that stuff. You got porn going on. These porno Moors. These are the ones. Right? Apparel, skincare. Nothing to do with nationality. No noble Jew Ali, nothing. No noble Jew Ali, nothing. Right? These are the wrestler Moors. The NWO wrestler guy, isn't this the wrestler guys logo? Isn't that how the wrestler guys made their thing? You're just copying the wrestler people. And then selling you hats now. Selling you soap. Right? That's what they're doing now. What type of business is this? What type of business is this? That they're giving you all this. What type of business is this? They're giving you all this, but they're in the car drinking. This is the business you're supporting? They're a bunch of drunks. A bunch of pork-eating drunks, pork-eating Muslims. Chicken fry rice Muslims. That's what you're on. Yeah, with the blonde locks and all that. You're Ric Flair, ravishing Rick Rude or something. You're ravishing Rick Rude Moors. Good promo. Don't forget, go to newmoreorder.com and go get a hat. Go look like a goofball. Go buy the goofball stuff from over there. Newmoreorder.com. If you're a goofball, the perfect place for you to go shop. I don't want to see you wearing any stuff that I would wear. So go over there and go shop with those traders over there. Honors to all the Moors worldwide. Peace and love to all the Moors. I thought you would have pushed the invite already. Guess you're scared. Scared to get on here. Honors to all the Moors worldwide. Arabic, our original language. Oh, yeah, it is. And Muhammad's a prophet. And the Quran of Mecca says, and please. Goofies. You're just playing games. That's all they want to do. Play you. That's all. All they want to do is play you. Don't try to make you think active Moors who been putting in work are not worthy, and they're worthy. Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Oh shit.
Just here to chill, or you made it on? What's up now?
Let me get out the bed so I can talk to Cujo. What's up?
Oh shit, you're in the bed, nigga.
Yeah, I was in the bed. Yeah, I was in the bed. Yeah.
He was in the bed.
Yep. With my greening.
Nigga, it's 11 a.m. What you doing in bed at 11 a.m.?
Me? Let me,
How you doing in bed at 11 a.m.?
that,
Still in the bed? You ain't brushed your teeth yet?
let me,
11 a.m. you ain't brushed your teeth yet?
hey, Cujo, let me sit in my chair. Hold up.
11 a.m. you ain't brushed your teeth yet?
Bro, I've been up. It's round.
Nah, just stop lying. Stop lying. You just said you were in the bed.
Yeah,
Stop
I was in
lying.
the bed. Yeah.
Yeah, you're just in the bed. You're just in the bed chilling, right? Just chilling in the bed.
Bro, why you mad? Why is you mad, bro?
Because you're a self-hating Moor, that's
I'm not
why.
a self-hating boy. What's up?
Yeah, you are. You're a self-hating Moor.
How is you on BS?
Why you riding with Cliff, who said Moors are domestic terrorists? Why are you riding with him?
Bro,
Why is he your boy?
Do you know the definition of terrorist?
No, I did ask you a question. Why are you riding with somebody calling Moors domestic terrorists?
Bro, y'all just said y'all like the truth, right?
No, I asked you a question. Why are
Bro,
you riding with a
calm
Moor
down.
who said that Moors
Calm
are
down.
domestic
I'm gonna
terrorists?
talk to you. Calm down. A terrorist is somebody who uses intimidation and threats to get their political aims. Now look how you acting.
What threat?
Look how
What
you
threat did I
acting,
make?
bro.
What threat did I make?
Bro, hold up, my power.
What threat did I make? What threat did I make?
Bro, you done made a lot of threats. They should be beheaded.
What
They
threat did
should
I
be
make?
hung.
What
You done said a lot of
could
stuff,
could
bro.
you?
You done,
What do you mean? Well, how's that a threat?
huh?
Isn't treason punishable by
I
death?
mean, you ain't did it, so it's a threat.
No, but it isn't treason. Isn't treason punishable
Now
by
you
death?
trying to go around, bro. It's a threat, bro. You making threats.
How is
So
it a
by
threat?
definition,
I never. Where did I say I'm gonna hang
bro,
somebody?
how you
Where did I
talk
say I'm
about
gonna hang somebody?
treason? For it to be treason, we got to be together, right? We got to be on the same team. It's obvious we not the same because we can't have a conversation without arguing. So,
No, we're not the same because you're a traitor
bro,
and you're a
how am I a
sellout.
traitor?
That's why we're not
I
the
never
same.
joined your army. How am I a traitor? I'm
You're part of the nation, aren't you? Aren't you a Moor? Aren't you El Rabbi or Dea
bro.
Allah Ali?
You don't,
What's
bro.
your nationality? What's your
Y'all
nationality?
just got a whole different
What's your nationality? What's your nationality? What's your
wrong,
nationality?
bro.
What's your
It
nationality?
don't matter. We not the same.
What's your
It
nationality?
don't matter. What I'm a
What's your nationality?
bro. I'm Moorish American. Y'all not.
All right, all right,
Follow me.
all right, all right. So if you're a Moorish American and I'm Moorish American, that means we're supposed to be the same, right?
Bro, how's you Moorish American and you just got down on the Holy Quran of Mecca? And you said,
What do you mean?
so you not.
How am I not Moorish
Bro,
American? What are you talking
I
about? Holy Quran of Mecca makes me Moorish
bro, let me
American?
talk. Our
You're telling
Moorish,
me that Holy Quran of Mecca makes me Moorish American. That's what you're saying?
the Holy Quran of Mecca gave all authority and power to Noble Drew Ali. So if you don't honor that, you don't have no authority to say you Moorish American. Who are you?
How you figure that?
Look up,
How
go
you
read our
figure that?
authority. Go read the back of our authority.
How you figure that?
Bro, Noble Drew Ali's put on our authority. The Holy Quran of Muhammad is what gave us all power and authority. So if you don't honor the
Okay,
mother, that's the principle. That's the mother. If you don't honor the source, how can you claim it?
how is a book
Noble Drew Ali
how
said,
is a
well,
book
how
the
you follow Noble
source?
Drew Ali then?
What do you mean? You're saying that a book is the
I'm
mother. What are you
saying
talking about?
Noble Drew
How's a book the mother?
who you say
You came from a
comes
book,
to.
so you tell me a book. So you're telling me a book made us
I'm
Moorish
telling you,
Americans?
Noble
That's what you're
Drew
saying,
Ali told you that gave you your power and authority. I'm telling you,
bro?
authority.
Stop being
Bro,
dumb.
we
Stop being
Moorish
dumb.
literature right now.
The Moorish Holy Temple of Science, deriving its power and authority from the
Hold
great
on, hold on.
Quran
What
of
the
Muhammad
science? What?
to propagate
Where you get that?
and the faith.
It's the Moorish Science
What?
Temple of America. It ain't the Holy Temple of Science. See, that's that top.
Bro, whatever it is, it's Moorish, whatever it is.
Whatever.
Stop the
So
BS.
you don't even know what it is.
Stop the
You
BS.
don't even know the literature, bro.
Stop the BS.
I thought I was
Stop the
with you,
BS.
bro.
The Moorish Holy
No,
Temple
it's the Moorish
of
Temple of America.
Science,
Look it up.
deriving its power and authority
Look it up on your computer.
from the great Quran of Muhammad to propagate the faith and extend the learning and truth of the great prophet of Ali in America,
There you go.
to appoint and consecrate missionaries of the prophet and to establish the faith of Muhammad in America. Where does that say anything about nationality?
Bro, you just said to establish the faith of
Where does
the
that
faith of
say
Muhammad.
anything about
Then how
nationality?
do you have a
I saw as deriving its power and authority from the great Quran to propagate the
yeah,
faith. What's propagate the
right.
faith have to do with nationality?
Yes, to propagate the faith. You not propagate Muhammadan
What
faith. So you don't got no authority.
propagate what faith? I thought our religion is Islamism. What Mohammedan faith you talking about? I thought our religion is
Arguing with Noble Drew
Islamism.
Ali. You're not arguing.
Didn't Noble Drew Ali say our
You arguing with Noble Drew
our
Ali.
religion is
I didn't make our
Islamism?
authority, bro. I didn't make it.
No. Hold on a second. Because our authority is at the back. I'm talking about pre our
So
authority.
now,
What is our religion? Islamism. So if our religion is Islamism,
what is Islam?
then what?
Let me ask you that. What is Islamism?
What is
Hold on.
Islamism?
One of your people said the Holy Quran of Muhammad, not Mecca. No, it's actually say Mecca. In the circle 7, it say Mecca. It's the same thing. You can say of Muhammad, of Mecca. It don't really matter. It's the same thing.
How is it the same thing? Muhammad and
Okay,
Mecca is not the
bro,
same thing. What are you talking
go to
about?
chapter 45 and look at the divine origin of the Asiatic nation. It's going to say the Holy Quran of Mecca.
All right, and where's Mecca?
Bro,
Where's Mecca?
okay, you want me to go get my Moorish literature? Because it's going to
Where's Mecca? Where's Mecca?
Prophet Muhammad. And it's
Where's Mecca? Where's Mecca? I didn't ask you that. I asked you where's
in
Mecca.
Arabia. It's what Noble Drew Ali said. And
No, you didn't. Mecca, Noble Drew Ali said Chicago is going to be Mecca.
yeah, it's gonna be. But look, you got Moorish literature pamphlet, right?
No, but it's no. So no, if Noble Drew Ali said Chicago is going to be Mecca,
What Noble Drew Ali said, bro.
if Noble Drew Ali said Chicago is going to be Mecca, what are you telling me about Arabia for?
Bro, listen, calm down. First of all, calm down. It's okay. I'm fasting. I'm not gonna curse you out of nothing. Go get your Moorish literature pamphlet. Go to number 19 and read number 19. He's gonna tell you that he got everything from Prophet Muhammad. He's gonna tell you 13 years ago in Arabia. He's gonna tell you the story of Prophet Muhammad, bro. If you go to number 13, that's number 19. If you go to number 13, he's gonna tell you what Islam is. It ain't this option.
Yeah, but
real Islam.
hold on a second. But you just told me about our authority, and our authority says to propagate the faith of Ali, not Muhammad. So why you keep telling me about Muhammad?
Put that on your screen, because it don't say that.
Bro, it's right here. What you mean? Right here. Prophet of Ali.
Right.
You blind?
Say to propagate the faith of Ali.
Propagate the faith and extend the learning and truth of the great prophet of Ali.
Yes.
Ali, you see that right there?
Yes.
Ali. So what you telling me about Muhammad
You know
for?
what Ali means?
Oh boy, here
Do
we
you know
go.
the definition of Ali? Because that's the
Here we go.
That's one of the 99.
Here we go. We're talking about Noble Drew Ali right now, right? That's the only Ali I'm talking about. I ain't talking about no other Ali.
Ali is the attribute of Allah, meaning the Most High.
Stop this. So okay, so then he's propagating the faith. So propagating the faith of the Most High, propagating the faith of Allah.
Why you think?
So propagating the faith of Allah.
Mohammedan faith, bro.
How is Ali Allah, and then you're saying Ali is Prophet Muhammad? How?
No, I'll say the great prophet of Ali. The great prophet.
Yeah, but you said, well, who's Ali? You just said Ali is Allah.
Yes, that's the attribute of Allah. Yes, the Most High.
All right, so if Ali is Allah, it can't be Muhammad at the same time,
the great
is it?
prophet of Ali. The great prophet of
So
Allah.
so the great prophet of Ali. So if this is Noble Drew Ali, bro, you break it down to yourself. You don't honor the prophet, you honor Muhammad. You don't honor Noble Drew Ali, you honor Muhammad. Just say that.
Noble Drew Ali honored Muhammad. What is you talking about?
Just say that. Just say that. Just say that you honor Prophet Muhammad and you're a Muslim. Just say that. You don't gotta pull Noble Drew Ali onto your side of things.
Calm down.
You don't gotta pull Noble Drew Ali in. Just say that you're Muslim. Just say that you're Muslim. You don't gotta lie and say you're Moorish American.
Muslim, Muhammad is the same thing. It's the same thing, bro. One of them archaic and one of them is modern. It's the same thing. The great prophet of Ali is Muhammad. He's the great prophet.
Why would the great prophet of Ali be Muhammad if it's gonna say Muhammad in the next line? Why didn't you just say Muhammad up there?
Bro,
stop the dumb stuff.
Calm down.
Stop the dumb stuff.
That he took his shahada.
Stop the dumb stuff.
There's no God.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop trying to make up stuff. Stop making up stuff. It didn't say that. It doesn't say that anywhere in the literature. Doesn't say that anywhere about Noble Drew Ali. Nowhere it says that. Stop the dumb stuff.
You don't know Arabic, so it's a reason you don't.
Has nothing to do with knowing Arabic or not. Drew Ali wrote nothing in Arabic. What are you talking about?
The people was
Drew Ali wrote nothing in Arabic.
Bro, we 100 years later, and you don't even understand.
Come on, bro.
You supposed to be a sheik.
Stop this. Stop this. You haven't even written a book. You haven't even written a book. Stop this.
Arabic, our original language.
Stop. So what? So what? So what?
What you mean? So what? See, you don't honor nothing. You don't honor none of
what am I? What do you mean I don't honor nothing? What's that mean?
Bro. You just got
how? How don't I honor nothing?
You don't follow none of it. You don't even know.
How?
You don't even be quiet to live.
How? You know how much times you switched up since you've been on here? You know how much times you switched up since you've been on here?
I haven't switched up.
You switched up so much, bro.
Real Muslims who see this, they know I'm
telling you. Say that again. Real what? Real what?
Muslims.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. All right. We already know where you're at. All right. Cool. Peace and love to all the Moors. Honors to all the Moors worldwide.
You can't take it, huh?
Honors to all the Moors worldwide. You already told me that you're Muslim, so that's it. We're done. We don't need to talk about
Tell me the
it.
difference.
You're Muslim. You're
What's the
Muslim.
difference, bro?
Great. All right. You're Muslim.
Go get a dictionary and look up Muslim.
Keep doing your Muslim. Keep doing your Muslim. No problem. Ain't nobody have nothing wrong with Muslims. We're just saying, stop talking crazy about Moors.
Okay,
You're
look.
Muslim, so do your Muslim shit.
About more.
Do your
I'm
Muslim
not
stuff, bro.
So you saying I'm not more than now?
No, I asked you what your nationality. You say it doesn't matter, so I don't know what you are.
What you mean my I didn't tell you my nationality.
What's your nationality? Say it again.
Born in America, bro. It's easy, bro.
Okay, so you're Moorish American.
Play, bro.
So you're Moorish American and you're Muslim, right? That's what you're saying, right? You're Moorish American and you're Muslim. All right. So you have your way. You go be Muslim and be Moorish American Muslim. That's for you. That's what you want to do. Do your thing.
Okay.
Don't try to convince me to do what you're doing.
I can show you.
Right? You don't. No. Don't try to convince me to do what you're doing. Don't try to convince other people to do what you're doing. You just do you.
So hold on.
Just do
so
you.
listen to what you're saying. You already said our authority. Our authority is to propagate the Mohammedan faith.
No, you already said you're Muslim. Don't even bring up our authority.
Is you serious?
We're done. We're done.
You seriously mad because
We're
I'm
done.
propagating the Mohammedan
We're
faith?
done. You're not propagating. I'm saying.
You against
I'm
Muhammad,
saying
but
that
you
I'm
claim our
about.
authority.
I'm saying that I'm about Prophet Ali. That's what I'm about. I don't rep for Muhammad. I'm not Mohammedan.
What's the propagation?
I'm not Mohammedan. I'm not Mohammedan.
Oh, you're a Muslim. You ain't even a Moor.
I'm not Mohammedan.
How, Sway?
I'm not Mohammedan.
How, Sway?
I'm not Mohammedan.
You not Mohammedan?
Don't get mad at me because
So
I don't want to be Mohammedan. Don't get mad. Why are you mad? Because I don't want to be your religion. Don't get mad.
All right, let me go get this pamphlet then, since you don't want to show it out.
Don't get mad. Don't get
I
mad.
ain't mad. I'm calm.
No, you're mad because you want me to be Muslim. You're telling me that I can't be a Moor unless I'm Muslim.
Bro,
You're full of shit. Get out of
I
here.
didn't tell you that. I said,
Get out of here. That's what you're saying. What do you mean? I'm telling you I'm not Muslim. I'm telling you I'm not Muslim, and you're trying to convince me that I'm Muslim, and Noble Jwali said we're Muslim, so that means I'm Muslim? No, it doesn't.
Calm down.
No, it doesn't.
Now look.
Stop it.
Look at this.
Stop it.
You see this Moorish literature?
Come on, bro. Stop the dumb stuff.
Now let me show it in here. Let me show what I'm talking about.
Don't be dumb. What? Don't be dumb. Why you being dumb? Why you being dumb? You dumb? Stop being dumb.
This is Moorish literature.
Stop it. I don't care what you show.
You don't care what I show.
Stop it. I don't care what you show. What are you talking about? You're trying to tell Moors who they are and what they're supposed to be and whatever. Get out of here. If you want to be Muslim, fine. Go be Muslim. No problem. Go be Muslim then. No problem. Go do your Ramadan. Shouldn't you?
In the main, the opposition has come
from Stop. We've been read that. Stop. What's the problem?
To our propagation of the Mohammedan religion. So you mad at me for doing?
What's your point?
You say we all follow Noble Drew Ali, but you mad because I'm doing the work.
What work are you doing? You're causing confusion,
bro. So
you're causing confusion.
Me or you?
Stop this. You're causing confusion.
How am I causing confusion? I just showed you out of the book.
Because let me tell you. No. You asked the question. Let me answer you. How you're causing confusion is that you don't want to be active. You don't want to be a constitutional Moor. You want to be a religious Moor. And then you're trying to tell the constitutional Moors, you're trying to tell the active Moors that they shouldn't be active. They should be doing religious stuff. You can't do that, bro. This is our birthright. If you want to be a religious Moor, go ahead. Go be a religious Moor. But don't look at the Moors who are active and call them terrorists and call them sovereign citizens because you don't want to exercise your rights.
Okay, so how long?
Noble Drew Ali made a place for you to be a religious guy. So do your religious thing.
How long
you don't have to have my.
Let y'all talk about us before we talked about y'all back.
Talk about what? What are we talking about you? What have we said about you?
Bro,
what have we said?
Y'all say y'all follow love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, right?
Yeah.
You know that's dogma, right?
What do you mean that's dogma?
Go look up dogma. Dogma means the foundational principles of a religion. Those 5 principles is our foundation for our doctrine in the Moor. I can show you right now in the Moorish literature. So y'all didn't allow y'all master teacher to call the 5 principles of light dogma as if dogma ain't the foundation of our religion. So now all the Moors
Bro, who said?
is speaking connotative and don't even know that we have a religion, and it's based off those 5 principles of light. And in the Moorish literature,
What did Noble Drew Ali say our religion is? What did Noble Drew Ali say our religion is? What did Noble Drew Ali say our religion is?
Mohammedanism.
Oh, you're lying. You're
Mohammedan
lying.
faith.
Okay, look up the 101s. Open your 101s right now. Open your 101s. Since you want to show literature, open your 101s right now. Go to question 17.
Islamism. That's what you want to say.
Oh, so what you telling me? What you telling me about Mohammedanism
I'm
for?
going off that back of that 101. The back.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You're lying right now. You're lying because Drew Ali said. Drew Ali said, right, that our religion is Islamism, right?
Why is we propagating the Mohammedan faith, then, bro?
Did Noble Drew Ali say our religion is Islamism? Yes or no?
Okay, and what's your point? Why
Is Mohammedanism Mohammedanism Islamism?
Islamism and not Islam.
Is Mohammedanism Islamism?
Bro, you don't.
Is Mohammedanism Islamism? Simple question.
If I break this down,
Is Mohammedanism Islamism?
Islam wasn't completed for Prophet Muhammad until he took back Mecca. So we don't have
is Mohammedanism Islamism? Simple question. Is Mohammedanism Islamism? Is Mohammedanism Islamism? Is Mohammedanism Islamism?
Yes, we Sufis, yes.
Is Mohammedanism Islamism? That's what I'm asking you. You're not answering the question.
The same thing, bro.
So you're telling me that Islamism and Mohammedanism are the same. That's what you're telling me? You're telling me that Islamism, Mohammedanism, and Islam are all the same. That's what you're telling me? Man, stop the BS. Hell out of here. Islam to all the Moors worldwide.